Live from New Orleans, it's all over the road, coast to coast, with Nick Vogel, Ted Kelly, and your host, Victor Del Giorno. Yes, thank you. Thank you to the both of you for listening. This is all over the road, coast to coast. You know, Teddy, I got to say this to you.
Yep.
I had one person that walked up to me, and I was at a wedding, and they listened to the podcast, and they said, "You know what I like best about the show?
What?
When you say that thing, thank you to the both of you for listening."
That's
they
what they like the
freaking
best.
love it. Yeah, they love that part. That's my favorite part of the show.
Thanks to the both of you.
That one, and when we call Martha and ask her for another grape soda.
That's my personal favorite. That's honestly my personal favorite thing.
So
Everybody has their favorite moments. That's cool.
Yes, so they do.
Yeah.
Like remember Lancaster? He said, "I like the stories." The stories.
Yeah, Jimmy was going.
Jimmy Lancaster.
My favorite part of the show
I like the
is
stories.
when you guys tell stories.
I love the stories. Say hello, Nick.
Hey, Nick.
And Ted Kelly. Say hello, Ted Kelly.
Hello, Ted Kelly.
And with us today
I got it right.
And from us today, live from the beautiful God's country, Canada.
Yeah.
God's country.
Our
Canada.
neighbor to the
Great
north.
White North. The Great White North. Hey, here she is. Her name. You know her. You love her. You can't with that. Say hello to Pumpkin. Pumpkin. Remember the horn? Yeah.
Like a bicycle horn?
Yeah.
Ding, ding, ding. What's going on, Pumpkin?
Hey, Pumpkin.
Pumpkin.
How we doing, Pumpkin?
I am good. Thanks for having me.
Yeah,
Now, let me
welcome
tell you-
to the big show.
Yeah, Pumpkin came down here from Canada originally as a track and field athlete.
Ran all the way here.
She did. Wow. She did in her pumps. She ran
Impressive.
all the way here with her pumps. She does the high hurdles in her pumps.
In my stilettos.
So that's how she got down here, and then she got caught up in Katrina and all that stuff, and she's still here, and she's married to a lovely guy, and she's got 3 girls, and she's a big friend of the family's, and she's probably one of the top. She's got 2 master's degrees, and she's probably one of the top advisors in the city for people that are looking for employment.
It's very true.
Yeah.
Is that right, Pumpkin?
Yes. Yeah.
Or is it Pumpkin?
Touche, Victoro.
Okay, so now look,
Pumpkin.
this is what's happening. Harper just came. Harper, shut the door. Harper, shut the door. My granddaughter just walked in here. So did. All right.
2 children just walked into the studio.
A couple little 7-year-olds just
That'd
walked
be
in.
good.
Hi, I'm a granddaughter, so yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
And I'm her little girl, so.
There you go.
Okay, that's good. Now try to stay quiet. Try to stay quiet.
That is
Yeah.
my
She's not
little
even
girl,
related to
Juliana.
me, so
That's
it's fine,
Juliana.
it's fine.
Juliana.
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 My name is Harper, and I'm very stupid.
Okay. No, you're not. Stop it.
Come here, sit
All
back.
right. So
All
now
right,
let's get
that was
back-
Harper.
That was Harper. Let's get. She's on Uncle Teddy's lap. All right.
Who
Now
let
let's-
these children in here?
Now, look, if you're going to be in here, you got to be quiet, okay? This is a professional broadcast, all right? Now, what we wanted to talk about, now, Teddy and I, we're kind of getting up in age. And, things, they could be going a little better with the show. I mean, the show, we're doing the best we can, but we could be doing better, right, Ted, with
Right.
the show?
Yeah.
And we're not. So we may be looking for some employment. Is it true that at our age, we're pretty much unemployable?
I mean, let's give you.
Is that true?
The demo would be 55 plus.
Yes, that would be.
Ooh, I don't know. You're knocking on that Medicare Advantage age range. So
Oh, okay. So now what does this mean? This means you hired this person.
what we really look at, Vic, is the crow's feet. If you got deep crow's feet.
Ooh. It's a no-go, huh?
Jeez.
Go,
Well, you
man.
know what? I don't really see the crow's feet with me, but then Martha went, shut that door. Mind these freaking kids.
What you call...
Anyway.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. We'll have to edit that
Miss you
out.
already.
But Martha bought me one of those mirrors. You know, the ones you could sometimes see at the hotel where you flip it over and it gets really,
Oh yeah.
it gets like,
shows
like if
every blemish.
Up
Yeah.
close and personal. Your pores.
Yeah.
yeah.
Shows
And
you
it's
your pores.
pretty scary. And then I thought to myself, I says to myself,
I says to myself.
What's he
says?
This is what I says.
this is what I says to myself. I says, Vic, is this the way people see you? Because if they do, this is pretty gnarly. And it's not funny.
Not funny at all.
So I guess we would be a risky hire.
like depends on the job.
Okay.
I mean, if you were looking for, let's say, housekeeping role,
yes.
Okay.
My goodness.
That's something. Housekeeping
Oh,
started.
a lot of
bottom.
labor,
It's a start.
Yeah.
but not a lot of intellectual,
I do know this
requirements.
about housekeeping. I do this little thing. You ready? Housekeeping.
You want me for a pillow?
Oh. Now,
Housekeeping. That always works.
is it necessary to do the accent?
Yeah.
Okay,
Of course
okay.
it is.
That's just
Of course
a question.
it is. So, Jen. So now this is like people. It's a risk hire because we get to a certain age and we want to retire, and then we're collecting off of something. Correct? Is that how that works?
Correct. Yes. Longevity of employment is typically not long.
Wow.
So if we're going to make an investment, it'll probably be in a middle-aged before it is a senior.
And for all we have a lot of young listeners, and when they're preparing a resume,
And a lot
Okay.
of libs. A lot of libs listen.
yeah, I mean that's what it is. It's a resume, right?
A professional
A
resume,
resume.
correct.
Oh, resume. I thought
Don't
it
forget
was
the accent.
I thought it was resume. Shame on me. But when you're doing a resume, excuse me.
Right.
When you're doing it, tell some of the people some of the tips that you give. Now, I always heard this. It should all be one page.
Yeah. Is that true?
As concise as possible, yes.
Okay.
Not super lengthy, to the point. Education, experience, and that's about it.
So when you go back in your work experience, how far should you go back?
10 years.
That's
That's
it?
it.
About 10 years.
What? Oh, so if I have, say, 40 plus years in broadcasting, I shouldn't let them know that?
Put it this way, we're only going to dissect the last 10 years. So you can put additional
Yeah.
information on there, but,
What
typically
have you
that
been
comes up
doing?
in conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, meaning you don't have to go into great detail other than the last 10 years. So like if you worked at a place for, your entire span of employment has been, say, 32 years. Just put nice, brief company, dates of service, job title, and then keep it moving until the last decade. Then put the detail. That's my advice.
That's pretty good advice.
Okay.
I mean, you would
Makes
know.
sense.
Okay, well, there is one thing I'd like to discuss if we can just talk amongst us here.
Sure.
Okay?
Okay.
Let's bring this down so I can talk about this.
Let's talk it out.
Jen, I got something I have to confess.
Vic,
No, serious. I got something I need to confess. What pod is this, Nick? Which one is it? Oh, this one? Okay, I'm sorry. What's wrong with you?
I don't know.
I happen to have incorrect information on my LinkedIn page.
Are you saying misinformation?
If I were to, let's say I put something on my resume, that would say I was a graduate of like a major university. Do you check that out?
yeah, it's called education verification.
Really?
Yes.
Now, that's a real thing.
This is contingent upon hire. It's called pre-employment screening. You cannot lie or falsify documentation.
Well, how far back can you go with that? Like if I'm, my age, maybe it doesn't go back that far. I mean,
What does that mean?
well, if I were to have completed my education at this institution, I'm not going to say what it is.
Would have been a long time ago.
It would have been a while back.
But not necessarily.
Well, it'd be like
Are you
40
saying
years
that
ago.
data still exists?
Is there a way to verify?
Yeah. I got to get this off my chest.
Yeah, what's really going on?
This is it.
On my resume, if I were to have one, and I don't, but on my LinkedIn page, I say that I have an MBA from Rutgers
A
University.
friend of mine
Yeah.
put that he graduated from Rutgers with an MBA.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in your line of work, I don't think people really care because you're not going to be in some type of, collaboration with a whole bunch of other execs. You're kind of working for yourself.
It's more of his
Now, if you were to be employed by the man,
Yeah.
you're going to check.
Should I pick a better institution if I'm going to lie about one than Rutgers? Maybe
Something a little
Brown.
more
How about
prestigious.
Brown University or something? Or would that be better? Brown or Columbia?
It's all a lie, Vic. It's all a lie.
Lies
No,
a lie.
You know what though?
They'll catch
It's
you.
really not a lie.
Do you
If
have a
you
high
believe
school
it.
degree?
If you believe it.
If you believe it. If you believe. I've been lying about it so long.
Nick
I
and
believe
I
it.
just went through how transparent you should always be when it comes to employment,
And she said the truth is always the easiest thing.
and it's the most transparent, and less is more.
Less
Stop
is more.
talking.
Yes.
So I don't know how
Gotcha.
you do in an interview, Vic.
Because he's very talkative.
How you would do.
I'm extremely talkative. I'm as
You
nervous as
might talk yourself right out of a job.
I might. Have you ever seen a bunny? Have you ever observed a
He'd
bunny?
lead off with, I may or may not have a MBA from Rutgers.
Yeah. Maybe not.
He would tell on himself.
It's open to
before-
interpretation.
Right.
Have you ever observed the characteristics of a bunny? They're very nervous. And let me tell you something. I would be as nervous as a freaking bunny if I were in an interview process. But I'm not interviewing.
It's fun.
This show is brought to you by CoinTrader. CoinTrader, for all the advisory you need on rare coins and precious metals, be sure to contact CoinTrader and go to goldpricesnow.com for real-time quotes. CoinTrader and goldpricesnow.com, proud sponsors of this show. We really do thank you for coming on.
You weren't going to say my name on air.
Oh, I'm sorry, Pumpkin. We really do thank you for coming on the show. We can edit that out. Okay?
Fine.
Is there anything you want to say to anybody up in Canada? Because I think we do have some subscribers in Canada.
Oh, yeah.
People in
listen to
Saskatchewan.
Canada.
Yeah.
They love us in Saskatchewan. We're a household. We get cards and letters from them.
We're also pretty big in Prince Edward Isle, or is it? No.
Oh, my land.
That's your people?
I just visited PEI a
Oh,
lot
yeah,
when
I've
I
heard.
was a youngster.
I've heard it's
Where
a
exactly?
lovely place.
Where are you from? In Canada.
From Brockville, Ontario.
And weren't you the king of the school in 8th grade?
Oh, for sure.
In 8th grade, Ted. In 8th grade, she used to beat up all the boys. She was the king of the school.
No, I just had one spat and 3 boys were involved.
And you walked out victorious.
I did.
You did.
I did. I hit them all.
And even though
They deserved every second of it.
and even though you're very lovely and we love you dearly, sometimes I gotta admit, I just want to punch you right in the face.
All right. Of course, we got a new New Orleans International Airport.
Yes, we do.
Cost $1 billion? Was it $1 billion or 2?
I think it was close to $2 billion.
I think it's
it is.
$1 billion according to NOLA.com. $1 billion. That's still a lot of money. Have you been there yet?
I have been there, and I can tell you, I didn't smell the smell.
No.
I did not. There was no smell whatsoever. It's absolutely awesome. It's a world-class international airport. It's absolutely awesome. It really is.
Well, if there's any smell whatsoever in the concourse, it should be the food.
Exactly.
They got a lot of restaurants.
There's a lot of local establishments
Big
that are
establishments.
open there. Yeah.
As a matter of fact, Susan Spicer, who's a
Yeah.
big chef here in the area, she closed her restaurant here in Lakeview,
Right.
and opened up. It's called Mondo, and she opened up in the airport. What else?
That's
You got some
pretty
other ones
awesome.
that are in there too, right, Teddy?
Yeah, there's Angela Bricado Desserts.
Wow,
Okay,
really?
that's there. Yeah. Mofo. That's Asian fusion flavors from Mofo. I'm not familiar with them, but
I'm familiar with
You
them. They
are?
got one.
Okay.
They got one right across from Delgado. They got.
okay.
Yeah.
Cafe de Monde is in
Right
there.
by
of
my alma
course.
mater.
That's you
right.
can get a lucky dog, for people coming in from out of town. That's
Always
for tourists,
lucky
of course.
dogs, yes.
But they're all located in the New Orleans International Airport. And as a matter of fact, you don't have to be flying out or taking somebody to the airport
Say
or
it
whatever.
isn't so.
You don't have to be a passenger yourself.
Say it isn't so.
You don't have to be. You can actually get the just started this.
Shut the front door.
Okay. MSY Guest Pass is available.
That's
Yeah, from what I hear, they've done this at a few other airports, at Tampa, Seattle, I think, and so they're doing it here in New Orleans. And you get this MSY Guest Pass, and it enables you to go through security and then go on the concourse and not even be a passenger.
That's very interesting. Matter of fact, I
pretty
heard
awesome.
That is very
I heard
interesting.
someone. They're actually calling them Satchmo passes.
Wow, Satchmo.
Yeah, Satchmo passes is what they're calling them.
So I think we've got somebody on the line. We're going to get some more information about it, right?
Yeah, I think we do. We're going to call over there and get a little bit more info on this. Hold on, here we go.
You register, and then when you go to the airport, you go to the customer service desk, which is downstairs on the first floor in baggage claim, and you
Okay.
check in.
And we heard there's a limit of 50 per day. Is that right?
Right.
Yeah, like 50 per
That's
day
right.
and then 100 per day on the weekend. Yeah, and then the
Correct.
hours 11 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Okay, well, look, thanks for giving us the information today. Want to say hi to anybody or no?
Go Saints.
Go Saints!
Saints! Go Saints!
Well, she was just 17.
Hey.
Danny,
Daniel.
Yo, Danny.
Yes, sir.
gotta tell you, man, I've missed you so much. I really have. What's going on?
Not much. just watching football,
Yeah.
How about that
Yeah.
LSU tonight, huh?
and they're just unstoppable. They got so much talent. Jeez.
Yeah.
Well, you know, the championship game's in New Orleans.
Go
this year.
Tigers.
Yeah,
Go
I know.
Tigers.
That's right.
So that'll be the week after New Year's, right?
Correct.
Yeah, LSU's going to be in that game. What? I would say LSU's going to be in that game.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
I agree.
I would think.
Convincingly,
but
they've been the best team week to week.
But there's going to be 4 good teams in this thing because now Oklahoma's going to sneak in, probably.
Yep.
You know, on the show, we like to talk sports with you, and sometimes we don't, you know, we talk about other goofy stuff. And I think it's a privilege to be talking some sports with you.
Yeah.
You know?
I
don't
like to
know.
talk sports.
You remember a couple episodes back, we had Dan here in the studio.
One of the best episodes.
Yeah,
I've ever
we
had, yeah.
talked about the old hits.
I got to sneeze. Is that going to get on the air?
Yeah,
Hold on.
no,
no,
keep
go,
it.
go,
We'll
go.
keep it in.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Wow, gesundheit.
Bless
Man, that was a
God
big one.
bless you,
What
Dan.
are the Yiddish? What's the Yiddish expression when you sneeze?
Oikavolt. No, that's not
Oikavolt.
it. That's not it. Don't be
Oikavolt.
ridiculous. I think we should talk some Pelicans.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, I've been an advocate for Alvin Gentry. I've enjoyed his time here. We score a bunch of points and we lose games, but now we're not scoring that many points and we're still losing by. Now you lose by 40 points, and that's not good. Like, you can't do that.
Well, you can't get creamed like this.
That's basketball.
Yeah, I think Alvin Gentry might be facing some problems.
Yeah,
Yeah, when it comes to Alvin Gentry,
but they keep deferring to this 8 weeks for Zion that we're getting close to, and I think it's
Well, you know, it would be only fair to keep him through that and see how he does. But I mean, I think Griffin's losing patience. I heard him on TV the other day in an interview, and he was not happy about the defense.
yeah. I mean, the talent. There's a bunch of talent there, and you don't. They haven't won
They have
in
a
like
bunch of talent.
6 or 7 games.
They do
now.
have a bunch of talent.
Dan, would
they
you
do.
be willing to put on your high top Chuck Taylors and take that job? Would you be willing to do that?
I've never had any Chuck Taylors, as a matter of fact.
Really?
You know, I don't know why. I just never
What's
did.
the yellow ones that you would wear, sir? What are the yellow ones that you would wear?
Oh, those are the Jack Parcells.
Were you a Jack Parcell guy?
No.
Okay.
No, I think we just wore Converse when I was a kid. That was
Yeah.
Well,
really
those were Chuck
the main-
Taylors. They were high and low. Those were Chuck Taylors.
Maybe I did then. Maybe I
Okay.
did and just don't realize it. I didn't have a very good childhood.
This just came full circle.
Are you coming to the New Year's bash?
Oh, yeah, that's right. The old New Year's bash. I popped in there last year, didn't I?
Yeah.
It's a big New Year's bash this year, 2020. You coming? We're doing a big show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, is that right?
Oh yeah, we're
Wow.
doing like a big 2.5 hour special.
Wow. I
Yeah.
don't know if I have the patience to sit
Well,
through
you can
that,
pop in
Lord
and out.
God.
You can pop in and out. But we're going to be set up. We're going to be set up downstairs. We're going to be set up in the main. In the main house. Yeah.
Oh, well, I'll have to stop by for a little while
Yeah,
anyway.
We're going to have a cast of thousands. It's going to be a great show.
Yeah.
And the cost of
Okay,
thousands.
A cast of
Do I have to get
thousands.
dressed
He'll
up?
be there.
Do I have to
No,
get dressed
no,
up,
no,
like
we
real
don't.
nice?
No, we don't have to get dressed up. No.
No, last year you came from working an event though, so maybe you could just wear that again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if I'm not working an event, a white shirt and black pants.
Yeah.
Boy,
Just
I'll
bring
be
some
there.
cheese this
I'll be there.
time. Yeah.
And
be- yeah,
the
this
the invitation's for you plus one. If you want to bring, let's say you want to bring one of the silly cats with you.
Little
Cat.
cat.
If you had to
Mickey
pick-
loves to.
So if you had to pick
Smokey
one,
Joe does not like noise, so he's out because the fireworks will scare
Yeah, we
Mickey.
usually
Don't
do some
care.
good fireworks sometimes.
if you had to pick one of the silly cats to bring to the party, 1 + 1, which silly cat would it be?
Well, definitely Mickey. I mean, if I brought Anna Lee,
Yeah.
she would take off and hide. You could get a gang of 20 people to look for her, and you'll never find her. Never find her.
Well, plus Mickey's a big fan of mine.
And Mickey's very sociable.
Yeah.
You know, he likes people. Smokey Joe is not, and he doesn't like noise. So Mickey. The answer is Mickey.
Mickey.
Mickey?
No,
cat.
that's not
Get
Mickey.
down.
Mickey has no voice. Mickey has no vocal
Well, which
cords.
one?
He
Which
can't
one is
meow.
that? Which one of the silly cats is
Is
that?
that Snowflake?
No, it's not.
Frisky?
It's not
Is that
coming from
Frisky?
here.
That frisky cat
Not coming from here, dude. This is very
must be
extraterrestrial.
coming from Nick or something. All right, Dan.
Thank you, people. All right, well,
I mean, is that a yes for New Year's Eve?
Absolutely.
yeah, so far, yeah. That's a yes so far. You know.
All right, we love you, baby. Talk to you soon. Go Pelicans.
With our theme song. I love it. Okay.
Learned to walk while I was away, and he was talking for I knew it. And as he grew, he'd say, "I'm gonna be like you, Dad. You know I'm gonna be like you."
Well, we're getting ready to roll into the holidays here, so our next show, the next episode, we're going to do our Christmas special. And some of the things we'll be talking about is, Teddy, we got a little special guest that's going to be on that show, right? We got...
Yeah, we're going to talk to a guy who grew up in the Dominican Republic, and he's going to tell us some things about how they celebrate Christmas in the Dominican
So when they're not poisoning tourists,
right,
they do have Christmas there.
A lot of people from New Orleans go to the Dominican Republic. Republic, I can't even say it. Republic.
And some of them actually come back.
Yeah.
You know, some of them actually come back. So what's his name again?
Wilson.
So we're going to have Wilson on the show. We're going to talk a little Christmas.
Yeah.
Get ready for the holiday. And then, of course, we're promoting our big New Year's extravaganza that we're going to have here. Hello, friends.
It's the holidays.
It's holidays. I don't know about you guys, but I feel all kind of... Let's talk about maybe some holiday memories to end the show tonight.
Go ahead and pour yourself a glass of eggnog.
Ah, yes. I remember the one time for Christmas. It was a wonderful snowy day in suburban Chicago, and my dad came down the stairs and saw that I had gotten into some of the presents. You know, curious little Victor. And what I got for Christmas was a backhand.
Nice.
Yeah.
What the heck? What the heck am I doing?
You gotta stop the cats. Did you like when I was piping in the cats?
Yeah, I like the cats.
Christmas cats.
So that's going to be our big Christmas show coming up, and we got all kinds of prizes and surprises. We want to thank Jen Pumpkin for being on this show.
She's awesome.
Give her a little round of applause.
Yep.
Pumpkin. We want to thank the secret man at the airport that gave us some secret information about the MSY Pass.
How you can get into the airport and enjoy the restaurants there without even having a ticket to fly out.
Pretty cool. Check out, flymsy.com for more information.
Yep. Right.
You may want to just go to the airport and hang out. I'm thinking about doing it myself.
They got like live music. They got like people playing music and stuff all day too. It's like I've heard it's quite the experience.
Yep.
So that's another exciting show. I mean, what else can we tell you? We're going to try to keep bringing you these professional broadcasts, and and they're extremely topical. And we know you enjoy listening, and we thank you for listening. But unfortunately,
Quite unfortunate.
How many shows have we done?
We've done a few shows.
This is number
We've done a few shows.
19, right?
Show number 19.
Yep, it's in the can.
But that should be like ready. It should be ready.
It really should.
Oh, also on the Christmas show, we're going to cover a topic that's near and dear to everyone. Who do you like better? Or who's more significant in Christmas crooning?
Yeah.
Is it Goulet or Buble?
Yep.
All that and more.
Yep.
On the next show. But this show, unfortunately...
I still don't have it.
Okay, all that and more.
Let's remind everybody to follow us on Facebook, All Over the Road.
Yes.
On Facebook. Follow our Facebook page and make comments to the posts, whatever. Also, allovertheroadpod.com. Is that right, Nick?
Allovertheroadpod.com.
Yeah, that's the website.
And if there's some things you'd like for us to talk about, or some things you'd like to hear, or some things you'd like to say, we would love you to interact on those socialist media platforms, and we'd be glad to entertain whatever it is that you're...
Also, we have a phone number you can call 24/7.
And you can leave any kind of message you want.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever's on your mind. You could be mad, you could be sad, you could be happy, you could be glad.
Yep. The number is
504-267-6006. And that's 24 hours a day.
Yep.
It's rolling. It's an endless loop.
Yep.
And you can leave your comments on there.
And this podcast is brought to you by
goldpricesnow.com for real-time quotes of gold, silver, platinum, palladium. Go to goldprices.com. They're the sponsors of the show. Thank you. Well, hey, they deserve that. But this show, for the third time, unfortunately, is over. Thank you. It's over.
Over?
Over.
Did you say over?
Yes, I did.
Nothing is over until we decide it is. Was it over when the
Germans bomb Pearl Harbor? Hell no!
Sherman? Forget it, he's rolling.
And it ain't over now. Because when the going gets tough,
The tough get going. We're out of here. We'll see you next time. Thanks for bringing the family. We enjoyed it.
the toughs get going. Who's with me? Let's go! Come on!
I love this song. I love this song. Love them and leave them past. If you're going to be all over the road, you might as well be in a little red Corvette.
That's right.
What's that?
Do you remember what radio station you were working at when this song was current?
13Q!
WQUE-AM! What you see on MTV is what you hear on 13Q. Something like that.
Guess I should have closed my eyes when you drove me to the place where your horses run free. 'Cause I felt a little ill when I saw all the pictures of the jockeys that were there before me. Believe it or not, started to worry, wondered if I had enough class. But it was Saturday night, I guess that makes it alright. You say, baby, you got enough gas. Oh yeah. Baby, your mind's too fast. Yes, you are. You need to find a love that's gonna last.
End of show.